It's important to properly dispose of unwanted medication or sharps. MedProject offers free and convenient disposal options near you. To learn more, call 844-MedProject or visit medproject.org.
Did the fans like you or what?
No, to be honest, not really.
How'd you lose them?
Did you host it?
It was at Hanover University, very religious school. And I opened up with a joke about how my dad thought I was gay because I had a blueberry yogurt.
That's funny.
And I was like, how if he was here right now, he'd tell me to dip the mic in the Chobani and shove it down my throat, and I lost them.
Colleges are so politically correct.
Yeah, I know.
Me and DePaulo and Colin Quinn worked at a college once where they had a deaf. This woman was signing.
Yeah.
Okay. Colin Quinn came out, and the first joke bombs. He walks over to her, hits her on the head, and goes, "Is this thing working?"
And your mother must have been like wanting to kill herself.
Well, yeah, for many reasons that is absolutely true.
Right.
She had 7 kids in like 6 years. So
what?
Yeah. So
7 kids in 6 years.
Yeah, me and my brother are barely a year apart. Barely.
Your father must have just.
He was a rock.
He had a sex drive.
He had a big dick. I saw it at the zoo once.
What's wrong, Kenneth?
My wife would be remarried that afternoon when I died.
Too. You think your skull would be in the trash by Sunday?
I'd be dog food. She can't wait.
Be a soccer ball.
She stares at me when I'm sleeping. She's like, I think tonight.
Yeah, that's how
fat fuck.
You have a life insurance?
She put everything on me.
Yeah, my wife can't wait till I die. She cannot fucking wait.
She books me on Malaysia Air every fucking 3 days. Just take a tour.
Tell everyone what's going on in his life.
Like I said before, with the stir try, go out 6th Avenue and you realize you told 20 million people that your father blew you.
What? You wearing a costume this year, Ope? Yeah, I'm gonna go as a failed radio host this Halloween. Oh boy, did the kid's star fall.
And Joy once said to me, "All right, you know you love the other one better. You know you
the
love
one that you carried.
Yeah, come on, Judy. You can't tell me you feel different. If they were both drowning, who would you save?" That's what she said to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how does that work? For real?
Keep them away from water.
No, how does that work? That is a little strange.
I love both of them.
So my Mexican maid's there. Tell her to get a move on. I blew up my picture of me and Trump golfing and put it next to my bed so the Mexican maid will hop to it. Mr. Notary, he your friend? Yeah, get the laundry done, sweetie.
Do you know Murr is keeping track of what city has the worst STD problem?
Yeah, it's whatever one he's in.
Right. I got 3 restaurants, and I get yelled at for buying T-shirts on Amazon.
Well, she says you got a lot.
The principal.
The principal.
What kind of T-shirts you got? With cute sayings?
Yeah, I got funny T-shirts.
One says, I like sushi, and it's like 2 people in their crotches.
Oh, my God. I love this guy.
You can't even wear in public.
Give me one more T-shirt that is ridiculous that he has.
So there's a stick figure, humping the word "it" to say, fuck it. You can't wear that.
I wear it. When I go pick up the kids, some people are like, "Sir, really?" I'm like, "Oh,
so
shit, I forgot I was wearing it."
That you have your stick.
Like some guy eating out, some lady says, "I love sushi" on it. I'm going to pick it up my kids.
Oh, so gross.
Now, his knee was resting. He was taking a shit, and what woke me up was a pressure on my forehead. And he just relaxed. When you're shitting, sometimes you just relax.
Yeah.
And you open up like Kardashian in that tape. You just it's like Ray J.
That's how close the shitter is to where you were sleeping.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
It's not like.
But we were all relieved. Where we were sitting.
You're relieved.
Well, we're like, it's only a knee. That's all right. We thought it might be a penis. I
got news for you.
A bag. It might have been.
If it was a penis, you would not have heard the story.
But it was all.
Matter of fact, it still could have been. And he went my bed. That's what he said. My bed. You say that when your wiffle ball accidentally hits your car.
Right. Right. But I think you were relieved when he said my bed.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you were very relieved that this wasn't the start of something way worse.
If he said your bed, that's not a good future.
You must be rich.
You find
Like, I look at my kids, I'm like, fuck, there's 2 Ferraris standing right there.
That's true, man.
I will tell you this. Like the white Miami Vice one and a new one.
You would go for 2.
So I would definitely go for 2.
Where'd you put them?
My fucking garage, my giant house in Pompano Beach, because I have no kids.
Oh.
Fuck. They're
Is that where you live? Where do you live?
No, in New Jersey.
Oh, say if you're not kids, you live in Pompano Beach?
Fuck yeah, I'm out of this
my
shithole.
God.
So you just see dollar signs when you look at your kids?
Everything they say. Like the other day, a kid's like, oh, I want to play intramural basketball. I'm like, fuck. That's a 48-incher TV right there downstairs. Like, fuck.
It's like,
did you have to ever do drugs with Artie? That's the question everyone wants to know.
Just buy them.
No. What Artie? No, Artie.
You're on the buy them stage.
No, Artie, I remember it was at the point
hey, kid, go get me an
I have never shared a fucking drug in my life. I don't understand that concept.
I don't even mean share. Brennan, you want a tap from Gerry Cooney?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Give him a tap.
I can't
Give
do it.
a
You know,
tap.
I'm going to get myself in trouble, Bob.
As long as it's a tap. Look, he's getting his arm ready and everything.
It's a tap. You can't do it. I can't do it, bro.
Hey, how about if I punch you and then you get mad, you punch me back?
Try.
I punch you right in your fucking Groucho Marx glasses.
Oh, my God.
I gotta go. I'm leaving.
I love you, too.
I'm with Cooney.
Did you wear your glasses when you're in your prime? I don't remember.
What is your name? What's your name?
My name's Keith Robinson.
Keith, all you're going to hear is, get up, Keith. Get up.
I heard that.
I
want to go home. I'm getting hot again.
Crunch. That hurts, right?
Luckily, I wasn't looking, so I was relaxed.
Listen, let me see you turn around. Let me see you turn around and watch.
Oh my God! Now he's really fucking mad. I can't get a break with this fucking thing.
Anyway,
my partner quits.
What'd you
Cooney.
think was going to happen when you said I'm going to punch in your Groucho Marx glasses?
I'm a comedian. I'm going to be at the.
It wasn't funny. It wasn't
funny.
I needed something to make me feel good. I'm trying to leave my girl, and now I think she's pregnant, so woo!
I thought you said you weren't going to talk about
Fuck it. Blackberry smokes got me feeling good. I'm a sick fucking guy, folks. The sick fucking guy. That's what I like to do, is pigeonhole myself and give myself anxiety that I go into a fucking coma.
Are you kidding me? Every girl in Geneseo would dress up like Madonna. That was a big thing. Jesus. They would all try to look like Madonna. Even the big ones would try to look like Madonna.
I thought you didn't have to pull out. My fucking high school biology teacher, Dr. Sheehan, told me you didn't have to pull out if girls were in their period. I guess it's wrong. Fuck you, Dr. Sheehan.
You're not familiar with sex. Even your father should have slapped you around.
I know.
I should have got together with that guy.
I haven't even told my dad. He'll have a fucking stroke.
So you were having sex with her on her period, and now she's pregnant.
That's what she's claiming.
I think I would have been thinking the same thing you did, that you can't really get a girl pregnant when she's on her period.
That's what I thought.
Don't believe women at all. That's the point. That's the fucking point. Are you sure it's your kid?
Like, I go and visit him all the time, and I'm like, all right, I know you have ALS, but... I couldn't get a fucking cab, and when
I was in the hospital recovering from having cancer, I was in this suite. Luckily, because all these friends were there being so supportive. Right. When I woke up from surgery, and in comes Natasha Leggero going, oh my God, I was in so much traffic. And I was truly lying there with gaping holes in my chest. And I was like, you didn't realize my entire chest cavity is missing right now.
That is hilarious.
I told you about the guy in the LA County Jail who told me how to make a pussy out of toilet paper. Yeah. They should be doing that. They should be doing that move. You will never go back to regular pussy. It don't bitch. It don't complain. It don't spend your money. It don't fuck your best friend.
Connell is my bitch.
What do you take for future? You take the cardboard out of the toilet paper, you moisten it with lukewarm water.
Okay.
And then you form it in like a V thing, and it really is, it's stunning how...
Did you try it, Artie?
Yeah.
You got to try it.
My toilet paper feels pregnant.
Explain your town to Kevin Brennan.
I've been there.
You're not allowed in there.
They chase cars out of his town.
Yeah. If your car's like 2011 and under, they'll tase you right through the fucking window.
Opie, they should take him off the Food Network and get a reality show called The Gouger. He could be the Gouger.
Oh, I love it. Like, I see a hurricane on TV. I see the gas station $30 for shit. I'm like, yes!
Get it! You're a cartoon character.
character.
Get that.
What would you do if Chatham had the World Series? What would you do in your restaurant?
Use the bathroom $150.
Would you rent out your rooms? Airbnb
Everything.
your
My
house?
kids, I ship everybody out. My whole house. Pet my dog, $25. Fucking get some Japanese guys. You want to stay in the room with the cats? $250. You sit with my cats. I'll make you coffee.
You'll be selling your T-shirts that you get on Amazon.
All my T-shirts on display in the hallway. $175 each signed. I hate tourists. They're fucking so stupid.
Is that her?
She's gorgeous.
She is
yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh,
But she looks either way. She could be Middle Eastern, Italian, Spanish. But it's good that she's New York. Italians and Puerto Ricans, we hook up.
All right, listen. So you knew the relationship wasn't totally okay. Were you using protection besides the time she was on her period?
No, I haven't used protection. What is it?
She's Puerto Rican. I mean, a bodyguard.
No, but
did you have any protection?
We had sex with a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, this is Rocco. He's my protection.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, my wang's nothing to write home about now, so
Oh, really?
It's average. Right. You've heard stories about my penis?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
There's a whole blog on it.
It's average. It's fine. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, I know 4 girls who've boned you, and there were no complaints.
Well,
not about the dick, the personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I for a little while, right before you, Chris, the last days of Stern, I had on the road with me. I had a guy getting me drugs and a guy keeping me away from drugs.
Right
on the road with me. So that one cancels out the other.
What about the guy you dumped mustard on?
What? Yeah.
I know one, but it was E-Rock that caused it.
Well, let me explain the mustard one. That was when we were on 57th Street. How many floors up? Like 5 or 6?
5, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. And we had a guy come in with toothpick art, and he was going to be on Letterman, and it was impressive. But I was trying to get his toothpick art, and I was going to smash it in front of everybody, right? Before I could go on Letterman with it. And I was going to do this. But he never handed it to me, right, E-Rock? But I don't remember why he ran out of the studio.
Because you were trying to throw things at it once he wouldn't hand it to you. You started launching projectiles around the room.
All right, then I started throwing stuff at his toothpick art, and then he ran out of the studio.
Right. Went down the elevators.
And then I ran to the window with mustard, because that's all I could find, and I was going to spray it on him 5 stories below as he's leaving the building. And instead of getting him, I got a Chinese gentleman.
You did, yeah.
An Asian gentleman.
And his shirt as he's walking into work.
And he just couldn't figure out why he's now covered in mustard as he's just trying to go to work. That's awesome. And then we had to see that guy all the time, but no one broke. No one. He never found out,
That's
why
good,
that
man.
day.
That's a good squad.
He walked into that building covered in mustard from above. What kind of flow was it?
I thought it was heavy enough.
Heavy enough where she's not pregnant.
Was it like the horse in The Godfather? You're pregnant again.
Yeah. She speaks. I mean, there's times when she speaks open Spanish to her mother right in front of me. I have no idea what you're saying.
You know that's not good.
Open.
I had that with drug dealers. They would talk right in front of me, and I'm like, "Oh, guys, what's going on here?" I learned a little Spanish buying coke in the Bronx for 10 years. I know 2 sentences.
Yeah.
How much for an 8-ball, and was this ever in your ass? El cuadro en la boca. El cuadro en la boca.
Is that real?
Yeah.
All right, the finish line for the New York City Marathon is actually on the other side of these gates.
Hello, sir.
I'm a TikToker.
Okay, well, you got a TikTok out that way, honey.
But I'm a famous TikToker.
I know. I saw my.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
Who are you on the TikTok?
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, the night. I mean, I'll tell it. The night I auditioned for Dirty Work, I met him and Bob Saget. They knew that I had been in jail. I just got out of jail for possession of cocaine.
Right.
And they still gave me the part, but they said, why don't we go out and to see if we have chemistry together. We'll go shoot pool together. So me, Norm, and Saget go and shoot pool, and there were these 3 Mexican kids right next to us shooting pool, and they had that look on their face like we have cocaine. and I bought cocaine from the Mexican guys in the bathroom, did cocaine with them, walked out on cocaine in front of the two guys who just got me back into show. I learned something, a more destructive thing has never happened.
Yeah, right.
Like Norm was even saying, the only guy who would have given me the job is Norm, because Norm loves losers. He goes, look, man, I just love a loser. You're good at one thing, but that one thing can buy your mom a house. I think that's interesting. I woke up the next day. I blacked out. I woke up the next day in a hotel room in Santa Monica, and I said, I fucking blew this again. How did I do this again? I got on a TV show. I blew that. I got in a movie, and I blew that. And 10 minutes later, I was ready to call the cab company and say, I'm driving a cab again. Right. And Norm called me with Saget, and Norm's the only guy who stood up for me. He said, you got the part, man. Just don't fucking bring it over the border.
Did you ever figure out how much money you lost on your addiction?
Well, listen, if you go to CelebrityNetWorth.com, that's what I should have. Yeah. They weren't there when the Broncos didn't cover. At CelebrityNetworth.com, they weren't figuring in that the fucking Giants suck. That Ryan Leaf blew. Yeah. That's why they didn't have the offices at Celebrity Net fucking Worth.
Holy shit. But you had a good time.
They didn't figure I got overcharged for blow by fucking Big Mo in the Bronx River. I'll say your name. I'll say your fucking name.
I think about that shit all the time. My wife yelled at me the other day. I bought a book, How to Become Invisible. And she's like, what the fuck is this? I said,
you can't even buy a book.
I was like, it was on sale at Barnes & Noble. I don't know.
What is the book about?
It's about how to fucking get out of your life.
Well, first of all,
I read it like it's a fucking Daniel Steele novel. It's so good.
What have you learned from the book so far?
How to get the fuck out.
No, but what in particular?
Wait, where'd you buy the book?
At Barnes & Noble. How to Become Invisible. It's married men porn book. This is my 50 Shades of Grey, this fucking book.
Look, there it is. How to Become Invisible. Learn to walk among people undetected.
Fucking this book is my 50 Shades of Grey.
What have you learned, though?
I sit there while my family's watching fucking some bullshit. I'm just reading it, just staring at
Give
all
us
of them.
one tip.
It just shows you how to back out of credit cards, back out of debt. You know what I mean? How to start putting shit on your wife's name and then just pull the news. Fuck you. Now you're mad.
Oh my God, I got something to do after the show.
Fucking dude, I'm telling you, I can't stop reading it.
Oh my God. What'd you tell your wife when she said that?
She found the book. She's like,
what'd you say about the book?
I said, it's good to know these things, honey. I make some shit up. I'm like, I like the CIA shows and that shit.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton, she's got her emails in weird places. So what am I?
Meanwhile, everything she goes on, like she looks at my Craigslist and I'm like looking at RVs and shit, property in New Mexico. It's my number one hobby: how to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. How does everybody get these good tips? I did the worst shit with my money. I bought a water park in Flint, Michigan. What a terrible advice.
What was it? Some kind of town hall to talk about the new zoning or whatever?
Yeah, yes.
And then this lady said, what did she say?
She said something bad. That was
I think she said she didn't want her kid going to school with black kids. I think it was as bad as that.
I think she was saying the poor or disadvantaged, but yeah.
No. It was,
wink, wink.
Yeah, we knew what it was. No, there was that.
No, actually, she actually did the faux pas.
She said she don't want her kids going to school with Black Panther.
I love Black Panther.
She don't want Wakanda breaking out in third grade.
I love Black Panther.
The worst heckler I ever had in my life was in Philly. It was at the Electric Factory, a Christmas show I did for K-Rock.
What a great fucking club.
Well, it was like we made good money there, but they were standing up and they were drinking, and there's a little balcony where they look down on you, like the gods looking at you eating Bal Lion or something. Yeah. And okay, there's a kid. This kid were drinking Molson with a girlfriend. They're in flannel shirts. After every joke, there'd be some laughs, and he would yell out, "You fat fuck!" Like perfect timing. He was getting more laughs than me, so I said, "Fuck it, I just want to get a check." I let him do it.
Right.
For the last 28 minutes, I say a joke, "You fat fuck!" Laugh. 28 minutes into that, I say a joke, laugh, there's nothing. I look up, his girlfriend is holding his Molson. She goes, "He's in the fucking bathroom."
Our kids went to the same school for a little while.
Right?
Yeah. Went to up the block.
You could say it.
West Side Montessori.
Yeah, we went to West Side Montessori. It was nice and all, but then you get with these parents that are really competitive. You're waiting outside the classroom, pick up your kid, and they'll lean into you and go, "So how many languages does your kid?"
Did you get some of this?
Yeah, I got that.
That knows. So
how many languages does your daughter speak?
She cries and she speaks English.
The perfect woman already. That was the perfect woman. Oh, no, she cries and speaks English.
Crazy, man. Best thing I ever saw at a hockey game. I'm 15 years old. We go see a Flyers-Rangers game in Philly. My older cousin was a hardcore Ranger fan. So a guy on the Rangers gets checked into the glass by one of the guys on the Flyers. Now, I was a big hockey guy, but the guy, this is back in 1982 when you could do anything you wanted. And we were in the fourth row. Okay. The guy has the guy on the Rangers smashed. He's smushing his face into the glass. This guy in a Flyers jersey gets up in the front row, like a nerdy looking kid, had glass on. He slowly takes out, like the outlaw Josie Wales, he slowly takes out a black magic marker and had the presence of mind to draw a cock into the mouth. Yes! Into the mouth of the guy getting checked. Like this, the guy was like, ah! The guy on the Flyers saw what was happening, kept putting his face like, the guy was trying to get away from the dick. He's like, fuck you! The kid drew a big cock with balls.
I'm telling you, that's why me and Tone got into comedy, because we saw the girls that these motherfuckers was coming around with.
Right.
Chrissy would come home with the hottest, and we'd be like, this nigga's so skinny. You know what? Buck teeth. Jerry curl. And
Jerry
bring
curl,
home
right.
Lisa
Right.
Bonet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in this.
And then she gets past the breast cancer, and then she meets Stephanie, but Stephanie likes dudes. But she won over Stephanie. They felt the connection and stuff, and Tig was all about it. She fell in love with Stephanie. But Stephanie's like, man, the only problem here is I like dudes. So they kind of broke up in the documentary because she's like, look, I can't do this. She was basically saying, I can't do this. And then a little time apart, she decided, no, I could do this. I could learn to like pussy.
My signal's not the best, but get E-Rock or somebody to tell you the story of what fucking Opie did to Jimmy Snuka. Holy shit. Great show, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah.
What did you do to Superfly Jimmy Snuka?
It was just a thing.
He got his murder investigation reopened.
Wow.
Dude.
I mean, I can play it for you. You guys never heard this, really?
I didn't hear this one.
All right, it's a quick minute.
You Nancy Grace this motherfucker?
I'm not on purpose. I was just trying to be like a shock jock.
We're driving down to Allentown for the TV the next day.
Yeah.
So the girl, wanted to use the bathroom, So she got out and went to go use the bathroom, pulled over to the side. And I guess after she got done, she came back over like a stream that was there.
Uh-huh.
She jumped and slipped and banged her head. And I thought she was okay. I'm waiting in the car.
Sure.
And then sure enough, I looked out and I go, my goodness, what's going on here? So, I went and got her and brought her back in the car and took off, went to Allentown and called up the ambulance, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the odds?
Man.
Freak accident, huh?
Oh, I was going nuts.
Oh, man.
What's she doing now?
What?
Huh? What happened?
Jesus, Opie.
What? I don't know.
She didn't make it.
She died not there, though.
No.
Then Jimmy
died in the car.
Well, then Jimmy felt the uncomfortableness and decided to move everything along.
So how did that case come out when they reopened it?
I don't know. What do you know about that, E-Rock? Yeah, I knew the whole time that she died, the freak accident. I think it was at a rest area or something like that. So I just decided to be a dick and say, what is she up to these days? E-Rock, what do you know on this whole thing? Thank you.
It was all good till he came in that day.
Holy shit.
And, it was a story of legend. He was cleared. He was no longer a suspect after 30-something years.
This all went down in 1983.
Right. And then a certain video went online where you see a facial expression that seemed to cue a lot of people as to, we may need to open this up again and reinvestigate. Mm. And then shortly after that, say within a year, he was arrested again.
I used to love him on the show. He did the show forever over the years. Why are you giving me a dirty look?
Because I don't think you had him since NEW until that time. So it was like 12 years, and then all of a sudden he's now, facing murder 1.
She tried to jump over a creek and slipped on the grass and hit her head.
Where I come from, you tell me some fucking creek story. You killed her.
Boo, 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 boo. Opie Radio. Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo.
word moist? I know there's a lot of women. I did that for the ladies today. They hate that word. They absolutely hate the word moist.